What's going on, guys? Here we are, 2025, a new year, a new day, a new possibility, a new opportunity. If you're watching this, you're in your 30s, this is a time to really lock in. This is a time to lock in. You're still relatively young. Forget about the past. Forget about what you did or didn't do in your 20s. This is a new day. This is a new day. You should be excited. You should be excited. But you should also have a sense of urgency, because we're not getting any younger. If you have plans, if you have visions, if you have goals, I suggest that you start working on them right now, today. Don't say that you have the whole year to start doing things and figuring things out. Start right now. Day one. You've been sitting on the sidelines for too long. You've been wishing, you've been wanting. You've been seeing others win. And I know it can be frustrating, especially if you're trying and you're not seeing immediate results. That doesn't mean that you're not getting any closer. So you have to keep taking action. And the funny thing is that it's not that hard to beat most people today. It's not that hard to get ahead of 99% of people. Because most people aren't accomplishing things. Most people like instant gratification. They like immediate results. And so they give up easily. The very second that something gets hard and they're dealing with friction and they're dealing with resistance, they'll stop, they'll quit, and then they'll jump on another shiny object. And it's the same pattern over and over again. That's what most people do. Most people like to scroll through social media. Most people like to gossip about other people. Most people like to hang out, sit around, and do nothing. Nothing productive, at least. But I get the feeling that's not you. So if you're in your 30s, lock in. Lock in. Anything is possible. I don't care how bad the economy is. I don't care how many layoffs are happening. You have to look for the opportunities. And those are all things that we can't control, right? We can't dwell on the things that we can't control. And it's not like I'm trying to oversimplify things or take away from any reality of what's going on. And I understand the cost of living is high and our wages aren't keeping up. I understand you don't like your 9 to 5. I understand all that stuff. But the question is, what are you going to do about it? That's the question. You have to look for opportunities. You have to look for the possibilities. You got to get curious. All right, we don't have all the time in the world. We're still young. Okay? And you still have time to make a difference. But you should also feel a sense of urgency. Start taking action today. See what you can do. Start with small steps. The compound effect, right? 1% daily improvements can go a long way. It can change your life drastically. If you do it every single day, if you're consistent every single day, you don't stop halfway, and you follow through no matter how hard it gets, you develop that discipline, that willpower, you'll be able to accomplish whatever it is that you want to accomplish, as long as it's a realistic goal. Technology has advanced. I know a lot of people are scared of AI. People think AI is going to take their jobs, and that's a legitimate concern for most people, but you got to realize that you have to A, build skills, build a specific skill set, and then B, use AI to your advantage, leverage technology. For example, let's say you want to start a website blog, right? Learn the skill of copywriting. Learn how to grab people's attention. And use AI to help you do it. Don't use AI to just do all the work for you, but use AI to help boost your productivity. And that's with anything, right? I'm just saying that as an example. But now, I mean, we live in a very, I know it's very weird times, very strange times for a lot of people. But there's never been a better time to be alive because of the advancement of technology, because of the fact that I'm able to do this with you guys. We're able to communicate through a device, regardless of where we are in the world. It doesn't matter if there's a person that's all the way in Bangladesh and I'm over here in Pennsylvania. We can communicate. We can communicate with people simultaneously. This is your chance, guys. Just what I'm saying is don't hold back anymore. Don't worry about how it's going to happen. I know for a lot of people, I know you're scared. I know maybe you think that you're not good enough, that you're not smart enough. But really, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you start to invest in yourself, you start to read books, develop good habits, eat clean, work out, I guarantee if you stick with that long enough, you'll become a completely transformed person. If you stop eating junk food, stop watching porn, stop doing whatever it is that isn't conducive to your growth, you get serious about your goals, you get serious about leveling up your life, you're going to be a completely different person. And there's old habits, there's old versions of you that has to die, that has to leave. You can't carry certain habits and certain things into this new life that you want to live. You have to change. That's why a lot of people are stuck, because they're afraid of change. They don't allow themselves to change. They don't make the effort. Like I said, if you're able to do that, you're able to beat most people. This is it, guys. Your life can completely transform. I've seen it with other people's lives. I've seen things within my own life. But I'm not satisfied. I'm not satisfied where I'm at. And I told myself, I think the past couple years I was going through a lot of just overthinking, overanalyzing, trying this, trying that. I wasn't sticking with one thing long enough to see results. And I think that's the key. That is the key factor, is consistency. And not just consistency, but consistency when you aren't seeing results. That's the hardest thing anybody can do. But if you're able to continue on with it and keep going, and just know that you're not making emotional decisions, right? Don't make emotional decisions because they're not rational. It doesn't mean that you're not getting closer to where you want to get to. You just have to think logically, take a step back, take a break if you have to. But you have to keep chopping away. Little by little, you keep chopping away, and eventually we'll get there. You'll see something happen. 30 years old. 30 years old is still young. Still young. 40 years old is still young. But I'm speaking to my 30-year-olds because I'm 30 years old, right? Well, I'm not 30 years old, but I'm in my 30s. I'm in my mid-30s. And this is why I'm glad I made this channel, because it's not about me. Like, I'm trying to improve myself so I can be an example to other people. And I know that I'm not going to have it all together. I know that there's going to be times where I fail. But it's all a part of the process. As long as I don't quit, that's what matters. So just tell yourself, brainwash yourself, put it in your brain that you're not going to stop, no matter how it looks like. Now, you got to be realistic about things. I'm not saying to take away from the reality of certain things, right? We don't want to be too delusional, right? But what I'm saying is just make this year count. Make today count. All right. We don't even know if we're going to make it to the end of this year. Tomorrow's not promised. You guys know that. So don't think about like I have the entire year to get myself together. You got to start today and just start small. What am I doing? How am I building habits? I'm focusing more on my health, my spiritual health. I'm learning high income skills. I'm reading books. I'm learning about sales. I'm learning about marketing. Learning how to help people grow their business. I'm packaging solutions for people that have real problems, right? I'm doing my research, my market research, and I'm creating solutions for problems that keep people up at night. That's how I'm going about this, right? I'm trying to provide as much value as I can. Because I believe that as soon as we take the focus off of ourselves, right? Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying not to invest in yourself, but if you begin to take the focus off of yourself, stop thinking about me, what's in it for me, and think about how you can fill your cup so you can pour into other people's cup. You know what I mean? Think about how you can invest in yourself and add more value to your life so that you can help other people. I think that's one of the main unlocks to life. I don't know where I'm driving right now. I'm lost. I'm somewhere out in the sticks. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The good thing is that I have technology. I have GPS. Actually, I know where I'm at. But anyway, I don't want to drag this out any more than what I have to. I just wanted to get my point across. Like I said, if you're in your 30s, it's not too late. Even if you have a family, make your family proud. You know what I mean? Wow, this is a super narrow covered bridge. Even if you have a family, see what you can do. What you're going to have to do is you're just going to have to adapt to your schedule. Adapt certain things in your schedule. Work on your side business outside of work. First thing in the morning, get up an hour earlier. If it's for a side business, if it's for YouTube, if it's for the gym, you're just going to have to make sacrifices. All right, so 2025, make it count. It's a new opportunity. And I think that's all I'm going to say. All right. Hope you guys feel pushed, feel inspired. And I wish you guys much success. I wish you guys heaven. And I wish you guys a peaceful day. All right. Take care.